Good day, everyone. I am Carla Pablo Sulamin, reporter number 23, together with Miss Maribel Bael. Our topic is all about cognitive strategies. In lesson 23, we're going to be talking about listening strategies, paying attention, reading strategies, questioning, contextual clues, chunking, idea generating, think aloud, scaffolding, and emotional scaffolding. So, let us first talk about listening strategies. Listening strategies are useful in developing the other languages modalities. Listening needs a very good attention. To become a good speaker, we need to be a good listener. The following are some listening strategies. First, sit in front of the classroom. The farther we sit, the more it is difficult for us to listen. Sitting in front of the class gives us the opportunity to hear the teacher's voice as well as what he or she is talking about. Second, avoid distraction. If we have classmates who create distraction, you should avoid them. Third, sit up straight. A slouching position offers us nothing. In fact, if we slouch, we have the tendency to fall asleep. Fourth, listen to verbal cues. We are there in the classroom to listen. We do not only listen for the sake of attending classes. We are there to listen something from the teachers. We also listen to nonverbal cues that accompany the teacher's verbal message. Fifth, ask questions as often as possible. To verify some bits of information, we must ask questions. The last is take notes. Taking notes is important strategies in active listening, which is developed through correct practice. Take relevant notes that may help us recall what transpired during lectures. In taking down notes, remember the 6 R's: record, reduce, recognize, recite, reflect, and review. Record. Take down all important information from lectures. Use keywords and phrases and identify the major as well as the minor points. Reduce. Go over the notes taken. Pick out the key terms and phrases worth keeping. From them, we can start to construct our own knowledge. Recognize. Be aware of the different transitional devices used to show addition, construct, casual relationship, and others. Such will give us their idea of what the information is trying to convey. Recite. Once we have completed our notes, we go over the key terms and phrases. We should recite them as we try to remember important facts. As we do recitation, we feel the important words and ideas echo at the back of our heads. Reflect. Start thinking about the underlying meaning of the information that we have taken. Does it make any sense at all? And lastly is review. Review aids our memory. It is one way of looking back into the adequacy, relevance, and accuracy of the information taken. The second cognitive strategies is paying attention. Paying attention to keywords and phrases is important in learning. To do so, we need to develop focus. Do not allow our attention to wander around. Always remember that we can get something even from the worst lectures. As we pay attention, we should also develop the ability to take down important notes. The third cognitive strategies is reading strategies. Reading strategies account for speed, comprehension, and recall. To increase the level of our reading speed, we must do the following. First, develop mental focus. Second, eliminate distractions. Third, study in a comfortable area. Fourth, grasp important concept. Fifth, when we read, do not move our lips. The following are some important reading strategies. Underlining. Underlining is used to highlight important keywords and phrases. With the use of marker, we underline the most important ideas in the text. Metaphor, simile, and analogy is used to transpose meaning from one idea, concept, event, experience, or procedure to another. This helps to sensitize students to feel similarities across the various arrays of knowledge. TPSR, or Think, Pair, Share, Reflect. This strategy helps students to process information after reading a selection. Think. Think about the selection. Ask students to think independently about the important parts, situation, procedures, steps, or facts found in the selection. Then require them to list them down. Pair it. Each student reads his or her own ideas and discusses them with a partner. Then each compares his or her own understanding. Share. Share it with the group. After they have compared their answers, they should start sharing the result of their interaction with the entire group. Reflect. Students should select important keywords in the selection and display them on the board. Then let them do a short reflection on the lessons they have learned from the selection. Writing marginal notes is related to underlining in the sense that both make use of a marker to highlight important points. The difference is that the former uses a line to emphasize keywords and phrases while the latter uses notes written at the margin of the certain page. The use of these two strategies is advisable only when we own the text or the material. Highlighting. Highlighting refers to emphasizing keywords, phrases, or messages in order to make them stand out among the surrounding words. Highlighting can be done by underlining, coloring, shading, changing font size, italicizing, boldfacing, and animation. Concept mapping is the arrangement of major concept from a text or lecture into a visual representation. Lines are drawn between associated concepts and concepts names the relationship between connected concepts.
So hi everyone, my name is Maribel Bibael. So today we will be discussing about lesson 23 cognitive strategies. The first one is graphic organizer, are tool used to organize information for easy recall and memorization. When you say graphic organizer, money ang tools to use organize information. Second one is semantic weaving, is also known as conceptual mapping. The third one is story grammar, work best in reading a story. It allows us to ask ourselves some questions. There are SQR is applicable to all subject areas. S is survey, Q is question, R is read, R is recite, and R is review. Advanced organize is textbook Q that provide advanced information about the materials. There are three advanced materials. Preview the materials, activate prior knowledge, establish our purpose of reading. Next is KWL. Strategy help us organize our understanding. K is know, W is want to know, L is learning. How to increase comprehension. The first one is make learners sequential, rethink and designate point in the lesson, summarize what we have read in our notes. The next one is recalling strategies. The first one is understand, desire, practice, systematic, develop, association, interest. Mnemonic device are influenced by association, theory. These are very specific strategies that help us remember information. Ingon dere na maka-remember ta sa atong mga information. Questioning. To support attention, we use questioning techniques that help us become alert to the important information ideas. Questioning. Diba? Mag-question sa atong kaugalingon sa ato ang mga classmates. Contextual clues. The use of contextual clue is another through which we can develop vocabularies come in four different forms. The first one is definition or synonyms. The second one is explanation. The third one is example or illustration. The fourth one is comparison and contrast. Chunking is an aid to learning. It helps us to acquire knowledge and information. Chunking is to acquire knowledge and information. Idea generating is a strategy through in which we can produce idea. Example is Managing Creativity and Innovation. In 2003, two techniques are offered, brainstorming and catcall. Think aloud is a very useful technique for establishing an initial model. This verbalize our truth in order to demonstrate the needed skill. Next is scaffolding, was first popularized by Jerome Bruner, postulated the idea of helping students learn. The last one is emotional scaffold, or the temporary reliable technique initiated interaction that supports student positive emotional experiences to achieve a variety of classroom goals. Temporary reliable teacher niya siya. That's all and goodbye class.